with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might as well stick with him. Fights off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Mario Kramer, this is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen.
Snags it and he's open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Got the quick pass. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. It's first down from the 11. Run in the red zone. It's Owens. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He caught it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third down, here's Hardy. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Owens. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Maybe some room here.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the catch, and he's free. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They give it to him again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Punt is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's got it! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Simmons. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. The quick out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Owens. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Hands it off. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, and that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Running inside, it's Owens. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Hardy. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air. It's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Missouri will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires downfield. He's got it. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Again, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Owens. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying play action. Quarterback adapted. Took a shot as he threw.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this...
Caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Rides the option, he keeps it. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's third and goal and third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll go right back to him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on. Before he's pushed out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Bussey. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Spins away from the defense. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Under fire. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the give to Hardy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Third and 6 yards to go. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Here's Simmons to throw. Bringing the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Here's the heat. And the misconnection on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Simmons. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Simmons, the screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Missouri wants to go fast.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Got his man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going temp.
He's going for it all. Grabbed outside the numbers. Touchdown, Missouri! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Hart. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure. Trying to buy time. Got the 1st himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example